Hey guys, Jengar here. Welcome to this realistic review in which we are taking a look at the Spitfire Mk Vc. Now today's match is extra interesting because this is not a spectacular match from my side or anything, but this has a much more valuable subject, and it is a thing that doesn't happen all too often, and that is teamwork with total strangers. Now if you look around in this map, you saw two guys on the right side there, and there's a bomber of ours on the left, and that's it. That is it. We have a situation where our team got destroyed, and we are facing 8 enemy fighters with 4 of us. We have 3 fighters, and I tell the guys there that we need to stick together and support each other, and that is exactly what we're gonna do. So there's 8 enemy fighters left against us 3, with the bomber being in the distance and not having any traction there, so he'll be fine. But we are facing 8 fighters, and that's gonna be interesting. So watch that carefully as our cooperation and teamwork kills off one enemy after the other, while I talk about the plane a little bit. The Spitfire Mk Vc is a strange Spitfire, to be honest. If you look at the Spitfires around it, then many of the Spitfires around it have much better performance, especially on high altitude, but are also more versatile with better climb rate, better energy retention and that kind of stuff. This Spitfire is a little bit of a strange duckling in the middle of those. It is also the earliest Spitfire with 4 Hispano cannons, which is fantastic. Of course, it has extra firepower, and that firepower is very brutal and very lethal once you get guns on target. And next to that, its low altitude performance is one of the other great plus points this plane has. It does very well on lower altitudes, and it is very maneuverable there. But that is about it. I mean, the turn time is good, like I said, and it has decent climb rate. It's not too good in the climb compared to the other Spitfire, so it's I wouldn't call it anything more than average, but it is not super bad. But it does have several things that are bad and that you need to take into account when you fly this plane. To mention that the roll rate on this plane compared to the planes around it on the battle rating is average. It has poor altitude performance, and it has poor acceleration. Many of the planes around it will out accelerate it, and you're into trouble if a plane gets on your tail. You can't out accelerate a lot of planes with this one. It also has a poor maximum speed, and it is not very good in a dive. It doesn't accelerate well in a dive, and it doesn't have good top speed in a dive either. So you have those guns, but this plane is not made as a boom and zoomer. It does have the finishing power of a good boom and zoomer, but it doesn't have the performance. It also has mediocre energy retention, and especially in the vertical, the plane isn't very good compared to the other Spitfires, for example, and also compared to many of the planes that it actually faces. Put next to that the plane has bad durability, where it can't take a lot of damage before this thing is either crippled or you go down with it, and that makes it for a plane that you need to be very careful in. But the plane is not very good at the careful flight styles. Like for example, boom and zoom flight style is a flight style in which you take not a lot of risk. The risk is often taken in turn fighting, dog fighting, getting near to furballs, or energy fighting in a group of fighters. That's where you take the risks, and that is not where this plane shines, but you still have to do it. The plane does shine in the other part of that, and that is the turn fighting, the maneuverability, and the firepower to finish planes off. So it's a little bit of a weird Spitfire. Here I get my aim slightly off. I needed to lead a little bit more, but the maneuverability is so good that we easily get back on his tail and we get the right lead. Now that was 3 kills together with these guys who were fantastic. We really, all of us enjoyed that, because it was an unexpected team effort where we all got the rewards as well. It is not one particular player this time that gets the reward for a turnaround. Like you've seen plenty of turnarounds on my channel, and usually I have to do it alone because with total strangers the cooperation and teamwork is often not there. But in this match it was there, and because of it we all get the rewards, and that was quite nice to see actually. Because we were talking about it here. Very nice. And the plane, like I said, it is a bit of a strange bird when it comes to the Spitfires. When you fly the other Spitfires you're used to other things like fantastic climb rate, good roll rate, good acceleration, good performance in a dive. But this one doesn't have any of those things. And but it does have several other things that it's good at. So it's still a Turnfighter, it's still good at that. It's just less versatile than the other Spitfires in my opinion. Firepower is nice, I can't complain about that one. It's just brilliant. So we are looking for the last player on the map, and that was that Yak 9. We finally discovered it. He was between their airfields. And yeah, the P-51 ally that we have here in the match still is going after him. It's fantastic how we started with those 4 planes against 8 enemy fighters, and we are all 4 of us still alive. The bomber is still doing his thing, he went back to base to rearm, and all 3 of us are still hanging in there. And you don't see that too often. So I felt it nice. You know, this is really something that needs to be promoted in War Thunder, where if you don't know people, you still talk to each other in a meaningful way and support each other. And don't go off doing your own thing, completely ignorant of what the rest of the team is doing. But yeah, these 2 guys were also on altitude and they knew what they were doing, and the teamwork there was fantastic. That last guy crashes, so together with the 3 of us we kill 7 planes. I got 3 kills, both of them got 2 kills. And we crashed one of them in the end. That should have gone to the P-51, but he didn't get the kill. So 2nd place in the team with this performance, and 3 targets destroyed with a nice turnaround in a teamwork fashion. Fantastic. I had a lot of fun in that match. Let's see what we got for that. So we got Terror of the Sky, Bulletproof, 120,000 Silver Lions and 4,300 research points. 2nd place, I'll see you in the conclusion. Hey guys, so here we are after the match. Now that was a fantastic match where, you know, teamwork, you don't see it that often except, you know, from squadrons, but to have this with a few guys that you just meet, and to have this kind of teamwork and such a great turnaround where we defeat 8 enemy fighters with the 3 of us, and it was just very nice and enjoyable. The plane is, like I said, a rare duckling amongst the Spitfire. It is less versatile than the other Spitfires, with a not so good climb rate, bad performance at high altitude. The roll rate isn't too good, poor acceleration and a poor maximum speed in a dive. But it still has some very good points where you have great armament, great maneuverability and very good low level performance, which is very nice. The turn time is fantastic, and if only that could have been coupled with better high energy retention and with better climb rate, then this thing would have been fantastic. But I guess the weight of the guns and the power of the engine just weren't good enough to make this Spitfire function like the other Spitfires. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed the video and this example of teamwork. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button, become part of this community. If you are already a subscriber, don't forget to like the video, do leave me a comment, and if you really feel like helping out today, make sure to share the video with your friends and let them know about the channel.